Bonjour everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. If you are new to my channel, hello, my name is Baya and today we are doing this look right here, a full matte look, very appropriate with some warm tones, brownish lips. I'm just living for this look, and what really inspired me this look is my coffee here. Well, not so much. It's something else. It's actually this new palette here, Dominique cosmetic Latte Palette. Look at these shades, look at this selection of colors. This is just beautiful and stunning, and today I wanted to play with all the warm tones here. I wanted my look to be very matte everywhere, the eyes, on the cheeks, on the lips, everywhere. So if you want to see how this little palette performs and how I created this warm orangey chocolatey look, just keep on watching. Alright, let's just get started, shall we? But first, in honor of Dominique cosmetic Latte Palette, I had to bring my coffee with me. Anyways, so first thing first, we're gonna do primers. So first I'm gonna be prepping my skin with Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. Feels really good, very refreshing. I love it. I really need that, especially today. I feel so sleepy. Then I will be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, which is a primer and a moisturizer in one. This stuff is bomb. I love it. This is definitely something I will buy full size next because it is that good. Then for my pore, I will be using the Touch in Sol No Pore Blend Primer, which is a smooth and pore covering primer. I really do love the texture of this primer. It's very lotiony, so it feels really good as well on the skin. It's gonna smooth out any fine lines, any texture, and minimize the appearance of my pore. So all good. For my foundation, I will be using the X1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation in the shade 5. One pump should be enough for my whole face. This drugstore foundation is really good as well. It does cover really well. I would say it's like a really good medium coverage. It's not full at all, but it gives such a beautiful natural finish while still covering what you need to cover. And the undertone of this foundation is just perfect for me, a beautiful yellow undertone. So I love the shade of this foundation. You see how beautiful it is? Look at the skin, radiant, nice, covered well, and looks really natural. This is all I want from a foundation, really. I'm very happy about this foundation, plus it's from the drugstore, which is a plus in my book. It doesn't settle into fine lines, it doesn't emphasize any texture. It's a really good foundation, one of the best I've tried so far from the drugstore. And of course for my concealer, no surprise here, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, super coverage in the shade Golden Beige. Great concealer as well, covers really well the dark circle and also give that beautiful radiance finish. It's not a matte finish at all, which is great for our under eye because it looks healthy, you know. It doesn't look dry out, and I love that. And again, it doesn't also settle into fine lines. What beautiful coverage. And these two, the foundation and the concealer, works really well together. I'm loving the combination of these two. It really makes a beautiful canvas, radiant, natural, skin-like, but still well put together. Loving it. To set my under eye, I will be using the Cover FX Translucent Light Perfect Setting Powder. I love that it has the protection here. I'm using Beauty Blender. And this setting powder as well is really good because it doesn't have any talc, any other chemical that is bad for your skin. So it doesn't break you out. And it really sets well. your concealer as well. And for the rest of my face, I will be using Hello Flawless from Benefit, and it's in the shade Champagne. This powder, I used it on my last Get Ready With Me, and I loved the finish that this powder gives to my base. It really makes it flawless and perfected without feeling cakey, and this is really, really nice. Now we're gonna bring some color and warmness to our face, and I will be using the Tarte Hamptons Weekender Contour Palette. I will be using only the bronzer and the blush because I really want to keep my face matte today. First, the bronzer. It has a really nice undertone, so you can contour and bronze at the same time. So you do 2 in 1, which is great. This palette is underrated, seriously. It is such a really, really good palette to have. It's my go-to palette lately. I've been using it a lot off camera. It has it all. It has my blush, my bronzer, my highlight, and they are all very pigmented. And it's very travel friendly as well. So it has a mirror, and you have your 3 different colors you need for your face. It's a really, really good one. Plus, it smells chocolate, which is so really great. Then my blush. See how pigmented it is? And I'm using a duo fiber brush, and it's very pigmented. The color is really pretty though. I love that kind of color. Who am I? I'm not using any highlighter today. Who am I? Now, the fun part. Dominique Cosmetic Latte Palette. First of all, I just love the packaging. This rose gold packaging is just everything. You have also the color scheme of your palette behind, but this is just stunning. Look at this rose gold white packaging. I just love it. It's everything. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, I love that. Oh, look at these warm shades here. That speaks to me. Very warm, very fall appropriate. I'm just in love. I love that you've also got 2 pop of color, so you can play around with your eye look, plus these 3 shimmery metallic shades. This is stunning. I'm just super happy about that. I'm very glad that I finally raved and got it. So now I'm gonna zoom you in. Bonjour. So first I'm gonna prime my eyes with NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. Then my coffee. Today I'm gonna be also playing with 3 new brushes. These 2 here, the yellow and the blue one, are from Bidelium Tools. This one is from Makeup Geek. This one is gonna be for my transition shade, and this one is gonna be for my crease, and this one is gonna be more to pack on shadows and also for my lower lash line. First, I'm gonna be applying this vanilla shade to set my primer. So now I'm gonna be applying Caramel, which is a beautiful brown matte shade on my crease. I want to keep my eye look very matte as well. I want my whole look to be matte. So we're not gonna use the shimmery shade today. Then I'm gonna be using Pumpkin Spice, which is a beautiful orangey matte shade, with the same brush. Ooh, that is pigmented. Yep. See, there's a little bit of fallout, so I have to be careful. This is beautiful. Oh yes, beautiful. Now with the more precise brush, I will be using Hazelnut. It's a darker brown matte shade. I'm gonna be more precise on my outer corner. Oh, that is pigmented as well. I'm gonna also add some all over my lid, like so. Now with the Makeup Big brush, which is the outer V brush, I'm gonna be using Mocha, which is the darker brown matte, on my outer corner, just to smoke it out a little bit. But there is some fallout, huh? So be aware of that. Maybe try to do your eyes first when you use this palette. Then for my lower lash line, I will be using still the same brush. I'm gonna be using all the brown shades I used on my lower lash line. For my inner corner, I will be using Vanilla Creme. And also on my brow bone. So I'm gonna clean a little bit my under eye, and I will be using again the Vanilla Creme. Wow, that's brightening. On my nose, T-zone. So it's gonna be like my highlight, but it's a matte highlight. Really nice. Then I will be using the Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer in the shade Rich Brown on my waterline. Off camera, I will be using the Monsieur Big Lancôme Mascara, and for my brow, I will be using the Maybelline Brow Precise Faber Filler in the shade Medium Brown. Alright, I'm back. This palette, guys, in love. I am in love with the shade selection, with the pigmentation. It's super pigmented. It has really a good payoff. The only thing is it really does kick back, so be careful about that. It's very powdery but very pigmented, but overall I'm loving this palette. I cannot wait to play with these two colors here and to play also with the shimmers, but I will definitely do more looks with it. But today I really want it to be very fall, very matte, very, I don't know, smoky looking. So yeah, this is what we've got today. Now for the lips, because I really want the whole look being very brown, very chocolatey theme, I have this liquid lipstick here from L'Oreal, and it's the Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick Les Chocolats in the shade Truffa Mania. And this smells really chocolate, so see, I'm loving the smell. And I don't know if you remember, but I did have this one. The one, it was very nudish actually. It was the Sweet Tooth shade. It was very nude, very light on the lips. So I wanted to have a color darker. That's why I got this shade here. So I cannot wait to see how it's gonna look. But before, I'm gonna be lining my lips with the NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Truffle. Right, so this is a beautiful chocolatey truffle shade. So here's quickly the swatches. So the first shade here that you can see is Sweet Tooth, and it's Truffle Mania. So it's a beautiful chocolatey brown shade. Ooh, excited about that. Yes, this is the perfect brown shade. Oh yeah, that is what I was looking for. The perfect brown matte chocolatey shade. I'm in love. I was going to add a little bit of this nude shade in the center to give extra dimension, but no, I'm gonna keep it as it is because this is the perfect brown I was looking for this whole full brown matte look. So I'm so happy I got my shade right. I'm super excited. I'm loving the look. Yes, this is exactly what I had in mind, what I had envisioned. I am so happy. And there you go, guys, you have it. This is the final makeup look. I'm loving how the look turned out. It's just everything I had in mind, what I visioned, and I'm so happy I ended up creating what I wanted to create. So it's very fall appropriate, very brown chocolatey theme. I love the matte eye look we have going on, this orangey warm brownish shade. It's just everything to me. This lip color here, I'm in love. I am living for that liquid lipstick. It's very comfortable on the lips. Actually, it's not drying at all, so I'm really happy about that. And I'm super happy we keep it very matte from A to Z. I'm loving this palette as well. I'm super happy about how the shadow blend together, and they were super easy to work with. They are very pigmented as well, so I'm super happy about this purchase. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you did enjoy, please give a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't already, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Until then, stay beautiful. Bye.